Hello, learners. So, in the previous lesson, we learned the basic foundation of the English language. We covered topics such as the English alphabet, vowels, consonants, and even silent letters. Now, in this part of our Even English Roadmap series, we are moving on to the next important step, that is vocabulary. And the very first vocabulary topic we are going to learn is greetings and common expressions. Now, why are greetings important? Because whenever we meet someone, start a conversation, answer a phone call, or say goodbye, we use greetings. They are some of the most common expressions that are used in everyday English. But let's just start with the most basic ones first. Let's start with the most common greetings in English. Hello. We use hello when we meet someone, start a conversation, or answer a phone call. For example, hello, how are you? Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Tina speaking. The best thing about hello is that it works in both formal and informal situations. You can use it with friends, family members, teachers, colleagues, or even strangers. Hi. Now, hi is a more casual version of hello. We usually use it with friends, classmates, family members, or in any informal conversations. For example, hi, how's it going? Hi, everyone. While hello is neutral and works almost everywhere, hi sounds more friendly and informal. That's why it is generally not preferred in very formal or professional situations. But before we go any further, let's discuss what do formal, informal, and neutral mean. Now, when learning English, you will often hear people say that a word or expression is formal, informal, or neutral. So, understanding these terms will help you know when and where to use certain words. Not just in English, but in any language, there are certain set of rules that people follow. You cannot simply use any word into any situations. There are always the rules that you're supposed to follow. Similarly, even in English, you cannot use any word into any situation. There are some rules. Let's discuss. A formal expression is polite, professional, and respectful. So, we usually use formal language in schools, offices, interviews, with teachers, with clients, and with people we don't know well, right? So, formal language sounds more professional and respectful. Informal. An informal expression is casual and relaxed. So we use informal language with friends, family, with classmates, and in any sort of casual conversation. So informal language sounds friendly and natural in everyday conversations. What do you mean by neutral now? Now we covered what does formal mean, what does informal mean. Now let's just move on to neutral. Now a neutral expression is neither very formal nor very informal. It works in almost every situation, something that's applied to anything or everything. You can use neutral language with friends, strangers, at school, at work, in daily conversations, everywhere. It's valid everywhere. So it sounds appropriate in both formal and informal situations. Now, the next set of greetings that we are going to learn are good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and finally, good night. Now, when you meet someone in the morning, you say good morning. We usually use good morning from the time we wake up until around 12 noon. For example, good morning, teacher. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. You will hear this greeting in schools, offices, meetings, and daily conversations. Good afternoon. After 12 noon, we switch to good afternoon. It is generally used from 12 p.m. until around 4 or 5 p.m. For example, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good evening. Now, when you meet someone in the evening, you say good evening. We generally use it from around 5 or 6 p.m. onwards. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, friends. Now, one thing to remember, good evening is used when you are meeting or greeting someone in the evening. Good night. Many learners think good night is a greeting like good morning or good evening, but that is not true. Good night is usually used when someone is going to sleep or when a conversation ends late at night, when you are leaving someone at night. Good night, mom. Good night, everyone. Good night. Sleep well. So, if you meet someone in the evening, you should say good evening, not good night. Goodbye. It is used when ending a conversation or leaving. It is more formal than bye. We often use goodbye in professional situations, meetings, conversations, conversations with teacher, clients, or strangers. Sometimes goodbye can also sound a little more serious, especially when you may not see the person for a long time. Bye. It means the same thing as goodbye, but it's much more casual. We commonly use it with friends, family members, classmates. So, in everyday conversations, people usually say bye much more often than goodbye because it sounds more natural and relaxed. So, here's a quick summary. If you're meeting someone, you say hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you're leaving someone, you say goodbye, bye, good night. If it's nighttime or someone is going to sleep. Next are thank you and thanks. Now, thank you and thanks both are used in the same way. They are used to express gratitude when someone helps you, gives you something, or does something kind for you, or simply shows you kindness. But there is a subtle difference between them. Thank you is the more complete and polite expression. You use it in formal situations, professional settings, schools and offices, speaking to teachers, customers, clients, or strangers, and in situations where you want to sound more respectful. For example, thank you for your help, thank you for coming, thank you for your time, thank you very much, thank you so much. Thanks is a shorter and more casual version of thank you. Now, just like bye was a shorter and casual version of goodbye, here also, thanks is a more shorter and casual version of thank you. Thank you sounds more complete and polite. So now you get to know where to use thank you and where to use thanks. Now, you use thanks in daily conversations with friends, family members, classmates, or in any sort of informal situations. Thanks for your help. Thanks, mom. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the gift. Now comes thank you so much. Politer than thank you. It's more polite. Sorry, it's not politer, it's more polite. Now it is more polite than thank you. Now, simply saying thank you, it still sounds polite. I'm not saying it's rude, but thank you so much. Adding so much after thank you emphasizes that how grateful you are for something or for someone. When someone has done something important for you or helped you a lot, you can say thank you so much or thank you very much. Like thank you so much for helping me, thank you so much for your support. So these expressions show stronger gratitude than a simple thank you. So these are some common situations where we use thank you or thanks. When someone helps you, thank you for your help. When someone gives you something, thanks for the gift. When someone gives you information, thank you for letting me know. When someone does you a favor, thank you for picking me up. Or when someone compliments you, thank you. And how will you reply to someone if they say thank you? What's going to be the reply to thank you? So when someone says thank you or thanks, here are some common replies. You should know. You're welcome. No problem. My pleasure. Anytime. Don't mention it. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Next is please. Now, please is one of the most important words in English to make your requests, questions, and instructions sound polite. If you're requesting someone, questioning someone, or instructing someone, and to avoid sounding rude or arrogant, you need to know the politeness that a language uses. In English, you use please to make your request, questions, and instructions sound polite. Without please, a sentence can sometimes sound rude, direct, or like you're giving an order to someone. So let's see the uses of please one by one. First is making requests politely. Now that's a common use of please. Please help me. Please sit down. Please open the door. Please wait a moment. When you say open the door, and now compare these two sentences. If I say open the door and then I say please open the door, here you can see the difference. Both these sentences have a clear instruction, that is to open the door. But the way I say it changes the meaning, the tone itself. In the first sentence, I did not use please. It sounded a bit direct, rude, and harsh. But in the second sentence, when I used please, it sounded much more polite. Second use of please is to ask questions politely. We often use please when asking for information or help. For example, can you help me please? Could you repeat that please? Could you tell me the time please? Can I borrow your pen please? Third is offering something. So when you are offering something to someone, you use that please also. Please have a seat. Please take some water. Or please come in. Fourth uses to give instructions politely. When you are instructing someone, but at the same time, you don't want to sound like you're bossing around them, you're being too harsh on them, you're being too rude. Teachers, staff members, and customer service representatives often use please when giving instructions. Please write your name here. Please follow the instructions. Please remain seated. Fifth is begging or strong requests. Sometimes please shows urgency or emotion. For instance, please don't leave. Please help me. Please listen to me. Now, here you see that the speaker is not just being polite, but more than that, they are showing a strong emotion. Sorry. It is used when we want to apologize, show regret, or politely react to a situation. The most common use of sorry is to apologize for a mistake that you did. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I made a mistake. Now, here you are admitting that you did something wrong. Second is accidentally hurting someone. Sorry, I stepped on your foot. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry, I broke your pen. Third, interrupting someone. Before interrupting, you say sorry, because if you directly jump in the middle of the conversation, so if you jump directly in the middle of the conversation, you sound too arrogant. You sound a bit rude, someone who is insensible. So say sorry before interrupting. Like, sorry, can I ask a question? Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, may I say something? Fourth, asking someone to repeat. In case you didn't hear or understand something, you ask someone to repeat it. But you simply don't say, please repeat that. Please again is a polite way to say, but if you say repeat that, so it sounds a bit more commanding. You can say, you can put sorry before that. Sorry. Or sorry, what did you say? Or sorry, could you repeat that? Fifth, showing sympathy. We use sorry when someone is having a difficult time. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that you're feeling sick. Now here you're not apologizing for the mistake you did. You have not done any sort of mistake here. You are just showing sympathy, emotional support to the person. Sixth, softening bad news. People use sorry oftentimes before saying something negative. Sorry, we are closed. Sorry, I cannot help you. Sorry, that's not possible. This makes the message sound less harsh. So, if you are delivering some bad news to someone to make the message sound a little harsh, you use sorry. Now, what's the difference between sorry and excuse me? Many beginners confuse this, but you are not going to, because I will tell you the exact difference between sorry and excuse me. Sorry is used after a mistake or when you are showing regret. For example, sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I broke it. Excuse me is used before interrupting, asking a question, or getting someone's attention. Excuse me, where is the pen? Excuse me, can I sit here? Now, here's a quick summary. Please is used for politeness. So, use it when making requests, asking questions, giving polite instructions, offering something. Sorry is for apology, regret, sympathy. Use it when you make a mistake, you hurt someone accidentally, you interrupt, you didn't hear something, or you want to show sympathy. Easy rule. Please is like I want to be polite. Sorry is like I regret something or I feel bad about something. Okay, so our lesson ends here for today. If you found today's lesson helpful or learned something new, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it literally supports the channel.